So in terms of the case study, so we're getting a clear idea. I want to actually discuss this with an example of our e-commerce website we were talking about for selling mobile accessories, screen protectors, and the mobile cases, for example, or the any of these are the mobile accessories. If you want to sell these through this website, if you don't have anything right now, we want to develop this, right? So as we discussed, the release plan is to have the first version of the first release of this website with the catalog by December. Initially it was November, but I'm just pushing it down to December because we'll have enough sprints to complete then, so you can get an idea. So the first cut would be going out by December, let's say mid-December sometime. And then the next release is by February, where you're going to have the shopping cart. And by May, June 2021, we're going to we're going to complete the integration with a payment gateway provider and accept online payments like PayPal or something like that. So that's by, let's say, June. And later we can extend this further and further and improve things in the process. So if that were the case, you've got multiple sprints planned, right? So we say, for example, there are we would all agree and define that a sprint for us is, let's say, 2 weeks roughly. Yeah, a 2 weeks time box is a sprint. So every sprint lasts for 2 weeks. So starting from Monday, we'll have, let's say, three sprints for us to deliver to complete the first release. We can launch the beta version of it. So the release 1, which is the first version, first cut, is going to be on sometime around 15th of December. We can launch the beta version, beta version, right? So which is not the full version. We're not saying it's perfect product. It's actually something that is evolving. It's not final. It's not perfect. It's not full, but it is something that we want to show to you so we can get your feedback. That's the kind of approach we're going to adapt. And that's what we're going to call it as a beta launch. So by December 15th, we'll have the first beta launch of this product ready. So we're going to do that. And by 15 December, we are planning to deliver that. And then the second release is somewhere after about roughly January, from 15 December to 3, so roughly about end of January, we're going to have another release. And this time we would add some more functionality like a shopping cart, but then which may not be fully implemented, but still will have something to take to the market. And then after about 3 more sprints, after about 6 more weeks, we'll deliver another minor release with the, for example, complete in the shopping cart. That's by February. And so what you're really looking at is after every 3 sprints, you potentially have got a shippable product that you can actually go live and show it to your customers and your users. So in this case, for example, we are going live with the item details, item list page, grid view and thumbnail view. And we also are going to show you the, when you click on an item, you can actually get to see the item with the photo of the item, the details, the description, the title, and perhaps that's about it. Yeah, perhaps that's enough for the first cut beta version. And then the next one, we can actually go for the slightly more functionality of showing the video of this particular product, the screen protector, showing which are the other products that you can also recommended kind of thing, associated products we're going to recommend. And then we can also add reviews of users or customers. So all of these could be done in the next release. And that's why, again, it's a minor release by, let's say this is by January end. And then by February, we are actually having the shopping cart with all the functionality of click on an item, you like it, you click that, you say add to the cart, it gets added to the shopping cart, and then you can actually change the number of items you want, and then you can delete items. So you're actually managing the shopping cart. But still, you cannot check out. You actually get the shopping cart, and that you can download or just get a copy of that and send in the form of email to us. We can then process to the vendor. So we can then place the order for that shopping cart. All of this is happening offline. So mail and all that. It's called offline. It's not done. So that's fine. It's still, we're increasing the functionality, right? We're getting more and more work done. And let's say by about June types, by about May, June 2021, we have got the major release. We are done with the shopping cart. We are ready to accept online payments through credit card. They don't have to send an email. So everything is done being done online. looking at the products, selecting the products, and then getting the and creating a shopping cart, checking out the cart, and then making the payment online. Everything is done. That's why it is a major release. So by about May 2021, we've got all of that done. So it's a happy customers. You're actually delivering experience, better experience to the customers end to end, pretty much like Amazon, right? So is it the end of the road for us? Have we done? Have we finished everything? No. Remember that in the meantime, once you've delivered the beta launch, you will have some feedback and some kind of changes, improvements coming in from the customers on how your items are being shown. Some of the items are being not shown on the mobile. I use my mobile a lot, but on the mobile they get distracted. The photo is showing really big. I can't see the details here, which means, oh, you mean to say that we have not considered that mobile thing at all? So all the design that we did was mainly for the web browser. That's okay, it's still working, but we can improve on that. We need to make it more responsive. So it's called responsive design. So we create a liquid layout and have this responsive design element coming into the architecture to make the same set of pages, the item list and the item details page, work on the mobile as well. So they scale down the images depending on which mobile device resolution and the size of the display and all that. So they actually kind of show the same content, but they will scale it down depending on that and show it perfectly for that mobile. So it all looks good. So that's called responsive design. Great. So that's what could actually be part of the release 2. So release 2 work could actually, some part of the release 2 work could be, in addition to the shopping cart, we can also work on this. The team could also work on fixing this responsive design thing. So you see how things get not only bigger and more functionality, but also better in terms of how they're how they're being shown, how they're looking, how they're working. So it's also improving the existing functionality, improving the existing set of features, right? So that could lead. So that is continuous. So this sense of improvement is not. There's no end to perfection, right? There's no such thing as a perfection in the world. That's why every time you release something, that gets better and better and better, and then something else comes, you need to improve this further. So there's no, and that's why we were talking about the iPhone the last time around. We were talking about how iPhone has started in 2007. After about 13 years, we're still talking about iPhone 12. There's no end to iPhones. I mean, who has seen tomorrow? There could still be iPhone 100 coming in the next few years. We never know. There's no end. An iPhone 100 could actually be a chip embedded in the screen, in the skin of the human beings. Could be. So, and that still is an improvement. So there's no end to iPhone as a product. That's why every product goes through that cycles